Hi there, Frank Flegg here from Ethical Property Partners, where we help serious, committed investors to make annual returns on a monthly basis. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about the power and the importance of being in a community of like-minded business people. Because make no mistake about it, you are a business person if you're investing in property. You need to treat your property investing like a business. After all, we talk about SPI businesses, sophisticated property investment businesses. That is exactly what we're doing. We need to have a business mindset. Now, I think it was Napoleon Hill that first talked about a mastermind alliance. And boy, are they powerful. I've been in masterminds for many years now. In fact, right now, I'm a member of 2 separate masterminds. And the importance of surrounding yourself with like-minded people is so critical to the success of your business. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what I get from my 2 masterminds and what the clients get, what our franchisees and partners get from being within the EPP community. So I'm in 2 masterminds. The first of which is an invitation-only mastermind. There are some serious heavy hitters there, guys with 200 team members across multiple continents. Some of them are household names that you would know the names of. That particular mastermind gives me so much in terms of aspiration, in terms of raising my horizons to what is possible. One of the guys recently developed 120 apartments on one site whilst running a multi-million pound training company. Now, for me, I've never built 120 of anything. Probably Lego with my son is the closest I've got to that. But it helps you to think bigger. I know the guy, I speak to him, I look at him and I think, do you know what? You're playing at this league up here and I'm playing here at the moment. What can I do to raise my own game? So it's an encouragement, it's an inspirational aspect to that. Similarly, in the same mastermind, one of the guys posted a video. He's on a retreat at the moment in Costa Rica, and he posted a video of him doing a one-handed handstand. Now, I used to do a lot of gymnastics. My mum was in the GB gym team, so she did gymnastics for Great Britain. She always ran gym clubs. I used to do gymnastics 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week at certain times. I used to do competitions and stuff. I used to love my gymnastics. I used to be able to run along a mat, do a somersault and carry on running. I used to love it. But I've not done it in years. I used to nearly be able to do the splits. Now I can barely touch my toes. But that one picture from one member of that mastermind inspired me to go and do handstands for the first time. Not one-handed handstands, handstands with 2 hands against the wall. He was like on a log doing it, like ripped, like massive core, you know, really strong. And I looked at him and I thought, do you know what? You've inspired me to raise my game in the arena of health and fitness. And funnily enough, from seeing that one picture, my son's really into his fitness and his health. I showed him that picture and he said, "God, Dad, can you do that?" And I thought, you know what? I can't, son, but I'm going to build up to that. And so since then, I've been training more, I've been eating healthier. Each time I think, should I have that chocolate bar or should I stay sat on the sofa instead of going to the gym? I think, do you know what? That's not going to move me towards being able to do a one-handed handstand. And it's funny, isn't it? That will wear off. I'm sure I won't still be thinking about that in 2 months' time, but then there'll be something else to inspire me or something else to latch onto. And it's that surrounding yourself with people. It's a common phenomenon. You are the average of your 5 closest friends, and that's a really powerful thing to think about. Who are the 5 people that you spend most time with? Because on average, and this is well documented, your income will be the same, your expenditure will be the average of your 5 closest friends, your beliefs will be, your attitudes will be, because we are social animals and because we like to conform to the environment, to the group that we're a part of, which speaks volumes for choosing the group that you're going to be a part of. If you decide to join CAMRA, the Campaign for Real Ale, you're probably going to start drinking more real ale. You're probably going to spend a bit more time in pubs because that's what the Campaign for Real Ale is all about. But if you want to improve your business, then you need to go spend time with people who are committed to improving their businesses. And my second mastermind, I've just spent 2 days there last week. We spent 2 days together every 2 months. And boy, is it powerful. There are people in there who are inspirational. It's an in-person mastermind, so we drive there and we sit together for 2 full days. We have a social on the night in between the two. And I could tell you so many stories about what I got from just that week. And here's the funny thing, I get to ask one question where everyone helps me in my business. But so does everyone else. And I think there were 12, 13 people there this time. There's probably 20 people in the group. Some awesome people playing at higher levels than me, playing at lower levels than me. And so, of course, I can help these people. Perhaps I can help these people with other aspects of their business where I'm a bit stronger or I'm a bit more experienced. And then, of course, everyone is helping me. So even though I only got to ask one question, I'm learning from everyone else's challenges. I'm giving them advice. I'm offering other alternative perspectives on their particular challenges or their particular opportunities. But what about this for inspirational? There's one woman there. She's a business coach. Now, we all probably know business coaches. Typically, they earn what they earned in corporate before. So they earn 30 grand a year, 50 grand a year. This particular business coach, Susie, she made over £300,000 in 3 days. 3 days, she ran an event, £300,000. If that doesn't get your mind boggling for how you can raise your game in your business, I don't know what will. But I sat next to her at dinner and I was having a chat with her and I was thinking, wow, so how do you go about your marketing and how does your team deal with having that many sales in 3 days? And of course, I get ideas for my business. How do you support that many clients after they've come on board? There's a guy in the group that's done over 1,000 property transactions. Of course, I want to pick his brains. How do you manage that many properties? How do you have a team that does that work where you're not involved in every transaction? I'm still involved in every single transaction. And I think that's a positive thing. But then I look at him doing 1,000 transactions. I think, do you know what? If I could maintain the same quality, then I would love to do 1,000 transactions. That's 1,000 vendors I'm helping. It's 1,000 investors or 500 investors and 500 properties for me. And so the key benefits that I get from being a part of a community who are committed to the same objective. The first is you're surrounded by like-minded people. So it reinforces your beliefs. It reinforces the fact that you're on a journey. Secondly, there are people ahead of you on that journey. So you can see where you're headed next. You can see how they've overcome obstacles. And of course, they can help you to go faster than they went themselves. If they're trailblazing, they're making all the mistakes, you can follow in their footsteps and they will help you. And that certainly happens in all 3 of those communities. You can help those that come after you in the journey that are less experienced than you. And boy, does that feel good to be helping those when you've been helped yourself. Thirdly, it's so motivating. So both groups have a WhatsApp group. On the EPP community, we have a Slack channel. We actually have a Slack community with multiple channels for different topics. People are celebrating all the time. I did a deal today. I've just achieved a 50 grand off deal. I've just achieved a win-win solution with a landlord with 5 of their properties that I'm buying no money down, etc. And you read that and you think, yes, this is possible. I'm on the right track. And then finally, you get cutting edge ideas. So in both masterminds, there's 20, 30 people that are at the cutting edge of their businesses, different businesses, but they're at the cutting edge. And so we share ideas. So rather than you having to invent the wheel yourself and improve on it, there's 20 or 30 of you. And in the case of Ethical Property Partners, 50 or 60 of us, all creating best practice, all working out how to do sophisticated transactions as effectively as possible. We call it the collective IQ. The collective IQ gets brighter and brighter, more and more intelligent, smarter and smarter, and we all benefit as a result. And so if you're not currently in a community that's helping to drive you forward. Now, we're not talking about a Facebook group where you've got your keyboard warriors saying how rubbish everything is and you shouldn't be doing that and you shouldn't be. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a committed group of people that meet up face to face. People commit. People are in there face to face. They turn off their phones, they turn off their laptops, and they are committed to being there with me, helping me, and vice versa. So if you're not in a community right now that's building you up, that's supporting you, you need to ask yourself why. Do you really think you're going to do better on your own? I don't think it's possible. We're social creatures. We thrive on synergy with others. We thrive on cooperation. My question, by the way, was we're launching in the United States. And I was asking for referrals to anyone in the States that I thought we could talk to, who might be able to introduce us to potential master franchise area owners who were already in they don't call it property over there, the real estate industry. Do you know how many referrals I got? How many names and numbers? Over 20. Over 20 people that I can now pick up the phone to because I've been introduced to them and say, hi, I'm Frank Flegg from Ethical Property Partners. So-and-so has introduced us. When can we sit down and have a Zoom call to talk about us coming over to the States and launching EPP? How do you get that? You can't buy that type of marketing. That's only possible when there are people who want to see you succeed in your business, people who walked ahead of you, people who are walking alongside you, who are invested in your success. Property investing is very lonely. It's really easy to become isolated, to become downhearted, because we only do a few transactions a year. If one goes wrong, it all implodes. You know, the difference between a deal coming off and a deal not coming off can be 100 grand in your bank account. And so it's really important to have that support structure around you. And if you don't have it, guys, I'd encourage you to go and find it. At the very least, come on one of our seminar days and come and spend a day with like-minded people and feel how that changes your energy. Feel how it changes your mood to be surrounded by people who are succeeding, to be surrounded by people who are actually walking the walk and doing sophisticated deals. Guys, if you would like to get this content before anyone else, then hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and each and every time we bring out a new episode, you will see it first. And until next time, happy investing.